Greetings, family. Once again, welcome to my YouTube channel. A few days ago, I reached 1K subscribers, which is a big milestone in the YouTube space. Now that I have reached that milestone, I want to share 5 lessons that I have learned about growing YouTube. For me, it didn't happen quickly. It took a while. Recently I was watching somebody who's been on YouTube for just 1 week. For me, it took months and months. But I'm glad I'm here. I had to encourage myself on the way. I kept on reminding myself of a theory that I've learned that, when you place an order, the one who orders maybe porridge, their order will come first. And the one who orders steaks, it takes a while. The same goes to building a house. They say that if it's going to be a very, very long structure, the foundation must be very deep. So that's how I kept on pushing myself, encouraging myself. Of course, there are times where I was despondent. But let me start with my first lesson. The number one lesson is that be consistent. Everybody in the YouTube space, they will tell you that be consistent. Keep on pushing. Keep on pushing. Don't look at the numbers. Even if it's 2, even if it's 10. Don't be discouraged by looking at people who can make 20K, 50K views from one video. Your journey is your journey. Their journey is it's their journey. So don't concentrate or compare yourself with other people. Don't be despondent. Don't be discouraged, even if the views are not coming. One day they will come. And you know how they will come. It takes me to my second lesson. The first one, I said, be consistent. Just keep on posting and posting and posting. When you do that, you are planting seeds. And one day these seeds will multiply. And for you to benefit from those videos that you will be posting, even if there are no views, my second point is make evergreen videos. If you make a video and say how to do your hair in 2023, it means that at the end of 2023, that video will no longer be relevant. But if you say how to do your hair, even if somebody can watch that video in 2024, it will still be relevant. So when you do videos, depending on your niche, of course, let it be evergreen. Let it be somebody, like some of my videos, the last time I checked, they were at 1K. Now, only this week after I had reached 1K subscribers, I decided to go back and look at my videos. And I realized that they are now at 3K. And you know why? Because they are evergreen. It's something that people can always come back to look at, and it will still be relevant, it will still be applicable. So it's one of the lessons that I have learned. The third lesson, be authentic, be yourself. Don't try to be somebody else. You can only be yourself, because it takes us again back to the issue of being consistent. If you are yourself, it's because you're authentic, and it means that you are not lying about who you are. Because the thing with lying is that you always have to remember. So you can't remember who you are. You know who you are, and live out who you are with your voice, with your everything. And if English is not your first language like me, don't be bothered, because there's somebody who doesn't know your language. So you're also trying your utmost best with that language. It goes to being authentic. Be your authentic self. Don't try and mimic anybody. Speak the way you would speak, present the way you would present. Don't get yourself into debts. Like, for example, in my case, I really don't like camera. And I realized later that no, this thing actually I can do it via audio. I don't have to always be sitting on in front of a camera. And here am I continue doing it without sitting in front of a camera. The fourth lesson that I have learned is that you must have a niche. What do you have in your hands? They usually say, what is it that you have? What is it that you are trained at? What is it that you are good at? What is it that you are skilled in? What is your passion? What is one thing that you can do without being paid? Because the thing is, with YouTube, we all know that you have to have 1K subscribers and 4,000 watch hours. What if you don't have them? Are you going to stop and say, there's no money in this thing? But if your niche is your passion, you'll continue to do it even if you are not paid. In my case, my niche is teaching. My niche is public speaking or preaching. I'm trained as a lawyer. I know South African law. I have been a lecturer before. I have been invited to various women organizations, to churches, to teach women on the law. And I have done public speaking. I have preached or done public speaking, and I have seen people enjoying it. And I like to talk, and I like to share knowledge. I like to share information. So this is my passion. You know, if money was not something that we need, it's something that I can do for free. The only limitation in my instance is that as a practicing advocate, I cannot give legal advice to people that I encounter in the space, but I can do legal education. I can educate people. So if I share something on domestic violence, for example, on YouTube, you can't ask me, oh, advocate, I have a case like this. No, ask me about the issue that I have discussed. What if there's something like this? Then I'm able to give a response because it's legal education. So what is your niche? What is it that you're good at? What is your passion? You know, if you live your passion, you'll never get tired. You'll never be discouraged. The only reason why you'll not do it is maybe because if you don't have resources to do it or if you don't have time. But it's something that drives you. Your passion is something that drives you. Now, the fifth lesson, which is not necessarily my last lesson, but I just decided to confine myself to only 5 because I'm still a growing YouTuber. And I believe that by God's grace, one day I'll also be at those thousands. And even one day I will reach 1,000,000. So my fifth lesson is that you must watch other YouTubers. As you watch, you will pick up something. They will be giving nuggets. Sometimes, even if the topic is not around that, but somebody will be speaking and you'll be watching them and you'll begin to realize, oh, this is how they do it. Oh, somewhere they will just not necessarily slip, but they will just say something that will benefit you. So, because you are a YouTuber, I am a YouTuber, we have to consume YouTube as well so that we can be able to learn from our counterparts. I have learned a lot myself from watching YouTube. In fact, you know, I was provoked one day when I was watching somebody who said, before I started my YouTube channel, who said, you are busy watching other people's channels. When are you starting yours? That provoked me because that's how much I love YouTube. I love YouTube a lot. I consume a lot of YouTube. So how about being a YouTuber? And then I ask myself, when I'm a YouTuber, what is it that I'm going to do? Then I begin to think. I begin to listen to people saying, you know, if you want to to start YouTube, sharing exactly what I'm sharing, to say there is something that you are good at. There is something that you are gifted in. There is something that you are skilled in, that you are trained in, that you can share with other people. For other people, is how to apply makeup. For other people, is how to do hair. For other people, is how to cook. I have learned a lot of recipes from YouTube, from people who can cook. People would say, for me, I don't cook with so many recipes. So many ingredients. I like cooking like that, where I don't have to use so many ingredients. There are people like that are able to make it easy, but the meal will come out nice. I learn from them. So YouTube, there are so many answers that you can find from YouTube. And you have an answer to a problem. Because every time you must ask yourself, what is the problem that you can solve? And with that answer, you must be able to know that is your answer, that is your niche for your YouTube channel. So what does it mean? It means that anybody can start a YouTube channel. And don't be discouraged when you see somebody doing something that you want to do. Like, for example, my niche being sharing pearls of wisdom, preaching, and sharing South African law. Somebody said, when I was a bit discouraged, when I realized that, there's somebody who's doing it. But I just said, you know what, in my heart, because I believe this is what God wants me to do, I'm going to do it. And later I got a confirmation where somebody said, you know what, they may have said it, but nobody has heard it in your voice. Wow. I was like, wow. There may be somebody teaching South African law, but somebody has not heard it in your voice. There may be somebody preaching, sharing the word, sharing pearls of wisdom, but somebody has not yet heard it in your voice. So be encouraged. You will have your audience. Everybody has their own audience that they can attract. So your audience is waiting for you. People who are connected to your destiny, they are waiting for you. So start your YouTube channel. And also, don't think that you have to start when you have amassed everything, all the resources, all the cameras. For the many months or even a year and a half that I've been on YouTube, I've been using my phone. I've been using my Samsung. So you don't have to wait until you have it all in order or where you know everything about YouTube. I learned as I go. And here am I today. I have more than 100 videos. And I believe that I'll be growing from strength to strength. Thank you for listening to me. And please don't forget to press that notification bell. And if you haven't subscribed, please subscribe, share, and comment. God bless you.